Hello, you join us in the middle of Dartmouth and we are now stood on our latest listing, which is a 2016 Fairline Targa 38 GT. So stay with us and we'll give you a tour of this boat, and we actually think this is a really good boat for the UK. So we've now landed the drone, and it is very, very windy in Dartmouth here today. So it's a bit more of a, not such a nice day to go out. However, you would have seen from the drone footage that really lovely navy coloured hull. But I just wanted to show you this a little bit up close because it is in very good condition all around. I mean, the whole boat actually presents very, very well. And it's a very good looking boat. As you know, just under 40 foot. So good size to handle. There's sort of two of you on board or a family. Lots of space in the cockpit, loads of room for socialising, entertaining and relaxing, but a very, very nice boat indeed. So we're now at the aft of the boat. You can see here we've got a jet ski, and what is also nice about this boat is this is actually a high-low bathing platform. So whether you want a jet ski or a tender, all nice and easy to launch, it's by simply lowering the platform with the buttons here. Platform will go down and you can launch your tender for the day, or a lot of people, that's Dart Marina in the background where our office is, will launch tenders when they first come down and come up here to Dartmouth for the morning, day, afternoon, depending on your plans. So yeah, real nice feature and not something you see often on a boat of this size. What I did notice about this Fairline as well, which I did quite like, is in here we've got a little storage cupboard for the boarding ladder. So that simply stores down in there, obviously secured by these two bungees, and you can then place that on the starboard side as required when needed. We've got a nice little courtesy lights here as well, both starboard and port, as well as side lights on the deck. So you'll see there, and then up the side of the boat, just in there, you've got the little deck lights and the peak, which goes a quarter of the way up the deck and then onto non-slip. Still aft as well, we've got our shower, and I believe that is hot and cold. Yeah, as you can see there, so you've got the tap. So depending if you want a cold shower or a hot shower. Nice little 12-volt socket here, heavy duty as well. So perhaps if you have the paddle boards on board, which this owner does, as you can see there, he has the brackets. If you had one stored down below, or even in here, we've got a life raft storage. If I just shut this very nice heavy duty transom gate, I'll show you that because it's a good size actually. So simply lifting this here, you can blow them up with ease if required. Wet bar to the starboard side, so good sized griddle and sink here as well, with again hot and cold water, and plenty of storage in here. So obviously manual bilges there, 3-pin plug, always handy to use. And then we have a nice fridge down below, and that seems to be a fixed unit for something else. So, and then obviously storage under here. So real nice seating area, good U-shaped cockpit, seating on the port side. We have a table which collapses into here. If I just lift this seat out, I won't be able to do this one-handed, but lift that seat out, lift this up, pull that out, and then you've got a nice table. I will try it for you actually when we're here, see if we can do that. I don't know if it works. No, it's not going to work, so we'll show you that on a different part of the video. But yeah, if we close that down, that table, so you can obviously have that out and functioning as required. But under all these seats there is plenty of storage, so you've got good sized storage in here. So you've got shore power lines, spare lines, flare pack there, etc. Pop that back now, and then seating throughout. So this is one of the later models of the Targa 38. So one of the last ones to come out of production of this particular build. And what is a notable difference is you get the twin helm seats, which is a really nice touch. So obviously you get captain's chair, co-pilot chair, nice size Garmin in front of you here, twin Volvo controls. We've also got a bow thruster, your Lenco trim tabs just under the helm here, VHF, nice and easy accessible here. So if you were solo skippering this boat, you've got a good view out with the roof open. Also, you can access this, use your chart plotter accordingly. Of course, if you've got a crew member, still plenty of room as well. So twin D4s on this one. It's your compass there, all your controls, your Volvo screens, your depth and your autopilot. So yeah, good visibility all round. See there with the roof right open, you've got a good view whether you're standing or sat down, and then a nice chaise longue on the port side for relaxing if others on board. Very handy sort of glove box here as well to put all your bits and bobs in. As you can see, it's the current owner does that. And then obviously on the forward of the bow here, we've also got a sun pad cover area, which is very nice. So yeah, now we are going down below, and I really like it down here. I think the colour choices that were made when this boat was new were very, very nice. So we've got the dark walnut matte against the warm white, which is what they called it at the time. And I just think it looks very well finished, and it's all in very, very good condition. So yeah, very nice colour choice. Nice sofa in the saloon there. Heating outlet down below. This table also extends, so you can have that slightly bigger if required. Simply fold over. Plenty of storage in these lockers here. You see the owners do use this boat quite a lot, and since filming this boat they're actually on board for 2 weeks, so which is nice to hear. Heating as you'd expect, fusion system, speakers all around, TV on the wall here, and then that brings us nicely into the galley where we've got twin burner gas hob, gas oven, the lock's on there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that again one-handed. Yep, that's it. Nice size fridge, dehumidifier on board, so the owner does keep this boat very, very well. So I said fridge then, I meant sink. This is your fridge obviously. Nice size fridge. Again, all storage this side. And then here is your control panel, normal sort of Fairline setup, domestics, engines, your primary, your water pump, and then obviously you've got your battery charger, anchor light if that was on, and your bilge pumps as well. So yeah, but yeah, I just think it's a very nice warm feeling down below here, and everything is in very, very good condition. Which brings us into the bow, which is where here is your master cabin. So you've got a nice size island double up front, good size storage around all again on your starboard side. Flat screen TV there as well. Storage underneath the bed, which is good size. Got towels and spare in there. Again, diesel outlet in here, and then this looks like to be the owner's wardrobe. So good size for hanging space and all your clothes for when you're on board. Nice courtesy lights for your reading lights, and some pocket storage above. Which then on the starboard side brings us into the heads, which is a Jack and Jill style setup. Good size shower, sink, toilets under here. What I like about Fairline, you always have real good solid worktops. Very heavy duty, you know, not light. I believe that's another diesel outlet. Have we got electric flush toilet as well yet? So nicely finished, electric flush, storage all behind these mirrors, and good size sink. And then if I come out of this door, we are back into the saloon. So from an owner's point of view, you can access your heads at night without leaving your cabin. And then of course, if you have guests or kids on board, this would be their cabin, and they can obviously use the heads. So nice size bench seat here on the port side, storage all above, pocket side storage, these swing along. Again, this finish is just throughout the whole boat, and all the headlinings are all in good order. See that there? Really, really nice. So we then got the twin bed setup, which can be made into a double if required, but a good size actually. You know, the head height obviously is to about here, from about here, but as you get further down to the starboard side, it does return a little bit more and give you a little bit more space there. And then you've got the port lights there, so good size. all around, and then we have, again, a nice wardrobe. So yeah, blinds here as well, so they drop down, and then obviously you've got your 3 portholes on the port side as well. Oh, we've also got what looks like some floor storage, which I might have missed earlier, so we'll have a look at that. You never have too much storage on a boat. So yeah, good sized bucket storage, both there, and then obviously you can see down to the bilges, so it gives you access to there. So that is about everything internally. Obviously we covered the cockpit earlier. My colleague has now closed the roof, so actually we'll look at that, because with the roof closed, yeah, it's the daylight day, we've got a little bit of showers occasionally. I said you've still got really good visibility from this boat. So if you're single-handed or 2 of you, you know, you can still see if you're more on starboard side too, like we are here. You know, you've got controls here from the port side. You can still see across. Make sure you're not too close to the pontoon. See the aft of the boat when you're reversing. So yeah, really, really, really nice. So as I was mentioning, it will bring us into the engine room, and we've got twin D4 300s. These were both serviced at the start of this year, which I believe was March, including the boat was anti-fouled and out for polishing. So well cared for. Might have missed that earlier as well. We've also got diesel outlet heating into the cockpit, so boat is good for all year round, and plenty of storage. As you can see, they've got 2 seats here, storage container, so as well as good access to the engine room, which this electronically lifts, by the way, by the button on the dash. You've still got plenty of storage down there, and you can do all your daily checks before you go out to sea, etc., and make sure everything's running correctly. So I think we're running on around about 450 hours as well, so given the age of the boat, not too much but also not too little, so it's about right, and the boat does also have full service history. So yeah, very nice overall. So very quick to open and close the engine room, and that's that. So we hope you enjoyed the tour of that boat. It's very nice, very well presented. I do think the colours and the layout works very well. It's been well cared for, good track record in terms of service history. It's lying here in Dartmouth, so if you want any more information or you want to come see it, click the link down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.